Welcome to the Technology Innovation Series of SH Vision. I'm talking from Fab Lab at Jyoti Engineering College. In the last session, we dealt with the supercomputers and its very beginnings. And I mentioned that CDAC is the pioneering agency in India in high performance computing. Supercomputing is also called high performance computing. As I mentioned earlier, India had a bit of problems because of the US sanctions. We were not able to get Cray machines, and the then government, they decided to promote indigenous supercomputers, and they found out a man, Vijay Bhatkar. Dr. Vijay Bhatkar was a pioneer, and the government, the Prime Minister, entrusted him with 30 crores of rupees, which they actually meant to purchase a supercomputer from United States, and gave him a mandate. Within 3 years, you please come up with a supercomputer. He took up the challenge and he built or organized a new organization, that is CDAC, Center for Developing Advanced Computing. And under the auspices of CDAC, a team of scientists, researchers, they brought the first supercomputing machine of India, and that was called the Param machine, and that was the beginning of Param series of supercomputers. The first machine, that is called Param 8000, it had only 32 cores. By today's standards, it is a minuscule. Even our servers or workstations may have 32 cores. But at that time, it was a big leap. And it happened in 1991. And the machine was presented in the Zurich Supercomputing Conference in 1990. And it actually secured the second spot, even surpassing many of the US machines. And India got a lot of attention, and it was exported to many countries, including Germany and Russia. By that time onwards, India started to make progress in supercomputing development as well as in its research. Again, I will go back to the story. Still, we are having only 1% of the total supercomputing power in the top 500 list. A long way to go. But have we got some plans? Of course. The government has come up with a new plan. It has started a few years back, and it is called NSM, National Supercomputing Mission. So, under the banner of NSM, the government plans to create a network of supercomputers around the country, and in 3 tiers. The first tier, there will be few petaflop systems, and in the second tier, there will be maybe 50 to 100 numbers of medium type supercomputing system, which is 100 to 200 teraflops capability. And in the third tier, they will create a network of supercomputers in research centers and also in educational institutions with maybe 1 to 2 teraflops of capability. It is a huge plan, and NSM is working behind the scenes. And why do we actually do this? Because the supercomputers, they really change the way we live. As I mentioned earlier, when Watson came, the IBM Watson came, they have taken away the jobs of lawyers, and the present fastest supercomputer, still it is not in the list, that is Summit at the Oak Ridge National Laboratory. They are specializing on artificial intelligence, to be specific on medical artificial intelligence programs. And it is predicted that I would predict that what Watson had done to the legal industry or legal service sector, the Summit will do that to the medical field, which means when we look from a very positive angle, the medical diagnostics will become very efficient. It is said that we cannot match, humans cannot match the precision of diagnosis that of these kind of powerful machines. The only thing is these powerful machines, these kind of algorithms are not yet deployed and maybe may not be fine-tuned, but that will arrive in few years time, and the machines like Summit will empower that. And again, one more domain that is remaining, which I really suspect that will be taken up by these machines, that is again financial services. The need of accountants, that may be challenged, because as we know, we are into GST and a lot of new changes are coming, but most of these things are already been taken into the IT realm. A lot of softwares, they do this work, but once these machines come into play and once these kind of problems can be ported onto these kind of powerful machines, the need of human intervention in these kind of activities will be very, very minimum. So that is why I would suspect the demand for these kind of courses or requirement in these kind of areas, accounting for example, BCom, etc., could dwindle, and it will dwindle in the next 5 to 10 years. So these are the changes that are coming, and these are again powered by algorithms. Algorithm is just like our brain, and or it is the brain of the supercomputer. And how do we make these algorithms which can do things really fast? They are technologies. Mainly there are 3 of them. If we talk about hardcore HPC programming, there are 3 technologies. One is MPI, the next one is OpenMP, and the third one is CUDA. They are languages, and we will discuss that in the next session.